My name is Sandy Vayu. I am a yoga teacher and I've been teaching yoga for probably about over 10 years and I just love it. It is for everyone. So often people think that they can't do yoga because they're not flexible, and I'm just here to tell you, you start where you are and all you have to be flexible in is your mind and be open to just trying something new. So in your home, we're going to get started. You're just going to sit in a comfortable seat with your legs crossed if you can, and if this is like torture for you, just straighten your legs. And so come to a seated position with your hands on your knees, and you're going to close your eyes. And just start to listen to your breath coming in and out like a wave. Your spine is lengthened. Make sure your sit bones are rooted to the mat. If you need to take the junk out of the trunk so that they can do that, feel free to do so. When you feel those sit bones rooted, start to elongate your spine. Engage your core slightly. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Bring your chin in neutral, parallel to the mat. And just breathe deeply. Your awareness to the space between your eyebrows, your seat of intuition. And notice if your mind still wants to keep talking and tell you all the things you need to do, all the to-do lists. If that's the case, just focus more on your breath and even begin to count your inhales to 5 and your exhales to 5. Training our minds to become more single-pointed. Not only is yoga a stretch for your body, it's also a stretch for your mind. It's also a break for your mind. We often are so busy thinking about a million things, and just allow yourself for this next half hour to have a clear mind. So inhaling to the count of 5 and exhaling to the count of 5. So bringing awareness back to the room, we're going to bring our chin to our chest and lengthen the back of our neck. Bringing our head back up to center and taking our right ear to our right shoulder, just stretching the left side. Back up through center, left ear, left shoulder, stretching the right side. And coming back up to center, gently fluttering your eyes, returning to the room. Welcome back. We're going to bring the soles of our feet to touch. So the size of the diamond is a personal preference. Wherever your hips are at today, you can interlace your fingers, place them around your toes. And from here, you're going to lengthen up through the spine. So straight spine, and then you're going to lead with the chest, lead with the heart. Hinging forward, and then wherever the hips resist, it may be up here, it may be lower, is where you're going to bring your chin to chest and round your upper spine. Just meet yourself where you're at. We don't torture ourselves in yoga. Remembering to breathe. Coming back to upright. Taking your legs wide, the width of your mat or wider. Toes pointed up and back slightly. Inhale and lengthen again. And exhale, walk yourself forward or claw yourself forward to wherever the hips resist, and then you're going to round upper spine, chin to chest. You should be feeling the stretch in your inner thighs and your hips. Rising back. going to swing around and come onto hands and knees. And just have a look at your hands. And you're going to make sure that you're placing the weight. If you see from your thumb to the heel of your hand out your middle finger, it kind of makes a triangle. You want to place your weight there. And you also want to make sure that if you have elbows like mine that want to face forward, you're going to turn the eyes of your elbows so that they face in toward each other. That's going to give you more longevity in your wrists and your shoulders. So spread the fingers as wide as you can, middle finger facing forward, hands below hips, hands below shoulders, knees below hips, and we're going to inhale, drop our belly, lift our chest up and look up for a cow stretch. And then we're going to exhale, tuck our tailbone, tuck our chin, and cat our spine up toward the ceiling. Really press it up. Inhale, ripple forward, shoulders away from ears, look up. And exhale, tucking in. Again, inhaling, rippling forward, looking up. And exhale, tucking in. Really exaggerate that arch of spine, press it up toward the ceiling. Last time, come forward, inhale. And exhale, arching and rounding. Coming to a flat back position. And from here, you're going to extend your right leg straight behind you. Toe pointing down, look forward. And if balance is there, release your left hand. Palm to the center, thumb facing up, and breathe. Bring the left hand down, all of the right foot to the mat, and shift your weight back for a calf stretch. Always remembering to breathe. Right knee beside left, and we're going to go back with the left leg, toe down, look forward. And release that right hand. Thumb facing up, and we're breathing stable through the core. Bringing the right hand down, follow the left foot to the mat, and shift your weight back for a calf stretch. Beautiful. Left knee beside right. And from here we're going to find a down dog. So for down dog, make sure your hands are shoulder width apart and your feet are hip width apart. And you're going to come up with your hips. You want to keep your spine straight. And a myth is that you need to have your legs straight and your ankles touching. You can bend your knees for as long as you need to. The most important thing is that your spine is straight. So you want to line from your middle finger out your tailbone. Your arms are locked straight, shoulders away from ears. Often people want to be up here, and it's much more work. Down dog is a place of rest, so shift your weight back toward your knees. And enjoy some deep upside down breaths. Let's take 3 here. Remember, bend your knees as much as you need. Look forward between your hands and step forward into a forward fold. Knees can be bent slightly. Catch opposite elbow and let the weight of your upper body pull you closer to the mat. Let the head hang. Release your arms, bend your knees, and slowly inhale to standing. Shoulder blades come back. And inhale. Stand in a mountain pose, so feet are hip distance apart. Shoulders draw up, back, and down. And from here, we're going to go right into our sun salutations. So we're going to start with 3 half sun salutations. Bring your hands together at your heart center, knees bent slightly. With your inhale, you're going to sweep your arms up, let it be a stretch for your shoulder, and look up. And with your exhale, you're going to swan dive down, flat back into a forward fold. As we're warming up, you're going to place your hands on your shins below your knees, not weight bearing, and inhale, lengthen up halfway, back is flat, belly long. Exhale, fold. Arms sweep to the side and inhale, rise to standing, looking up. And palms back to center. Beautiful. Show you that from the side. With your inhale, reach up and look up. And with your exhale, swan dive down into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, fold. Arms sweep to the side and let your gaze go up first. Inhale, reach all the way up. And palms to center. Again, one more time. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, sit bones back, chest forward. Exhale, fold. And inhale, reach all the way up to standing. And palms back to center. We're going to come into a full sun salutation now, and we're just going to break it down for those of you that are new to it. If you're quite practiced in sun salutations, take the full expression. We're going to do one broken down version, and then we're going to do one full version of sun salutation. Inhale, reach up and look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees down, set your palms on the mat, and step back into a plank pose. Lock it in, curl the tailbone under. Heels reach back, chest reaches forward, and just for the sake of this version, bring your knees to the mat. Make sure your hands are below your shoulders and your core is engaged here. And when I ask you to come down through Chaturanga, that means you're bending your elbows directly away from your middle fingers so that your elbows graze your ribs. So down through Chaturanga, keep them in, halfway down. And for now, we're going to come down all the way to our belly. You're going to bring your toenails, your forehead to the mat, root your hips in, and you're going to inhale into a low cobra. Inhale, head, chest, and shoulders up. If you wanted to take it into a fuller cobra pose, press into your hands, keep the knees bent, rise up. Shoulder blades together, lower back down. And if you choose to come into an up dog, your hands come back. They're about at belly length. And you're going to straighten the arms. Gentle version with our knees on the mat. Full version, pick up the knees and fire up the legs. Shoulder blades together. Knees down. And we're going to lower back down. So 3 options with sun salutation. Bring the hands back to shoulders. Tuck the toes. And come onto hands and knees. Send your hips back. And from here, we're in perfect position for down dog. Enjoy 5 deep, juicy, upside down breaths. Shoulders away from ears, and make sure your head is not too far up or looking at your belly button. You want it between your biceps. Deep breaths. Look forward between your hands and step forward into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, reverse swan dive, reach all the way up to standing. And palms come back to center. How exciting, your first sun salutation, or maybe it's your millionth, but it's exciting anyways. Let's come into a full expression of sun salutation. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Remember, palms down and into the plank pose. You can keep your knees up this time or down. Inhale here. Exhale, down through Chaturanga. And inhale, cobra, or that up dog version. Meeting in your down dog. And again, anytime we get to down dog, we're going to enjoy 5 deep upside down breaths. Those sit bones are shined up toward the ceiling. And remember, the knees can bend as much as you need. Look forward between your hands and step forward into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, reach all the way up to standing. And palms back to center. Beautiful. We're going to take a sun salutation V this time. So always moving from your mountain pose, feet hip distance apart. We're going to inhale, reach our hands up and sink our hips. Curl your tailbone under, engage your core. Reach your heart up, relax your shoulders. Sit back and down. Sit down a little more. We're going to inhale here. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Set the palms down. Step back into plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale down through chaturanga. And with your inhale, cobra or up dog. Meeting in your down dog. Remembering to breathe through that whole sequence. Five deep upside down breaths here. And from here, you're going to inhale the right leg straight up to the ceiling. And exhale, swing it between your hands. Right foot between your hands. Take your left heel to the mat. Bend into that right knee and rise up. I'll just face you. So your right foot is facing forward and your back foot is 45-degree angle. Square your hips with the front of the mat. Bend that knee. Make sure it's not loosey-goosey, it's on top of your ankle. Gather through the center and reach the arms up. Relax the shoulders for a warrior one. If you feel like you have more shoulder mobility, bring your palms together. Keep that extension, keep shoulders down, or separate them. And breathe. From here, we're going to open up into a warrior two. So your left foot is going to slide back, and your heel of your right foot will align with the arch of your back foot. Knee again on top of the ankle, torso on top of pelvic floor. All four corners of your torso align with the long edge of your mat. And your arms in a T. Look over your right fingers. Strong, fierce, transform 30 warriors. Don't forget to breathe. Beautiful. Begin to straighten that right knee without locking it. Glide forward, so hinge forward. And from here, release your right hand to the center of your leg, not weight bearing. And take your left hand and extend it up to the ceiling. And if it's available, take your gaze with it. Triangle pose. Transform triangle. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale, warrior two. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down and step into plank pose. Deep inhale here. Exhale down through chaturanga. And inhale, cobra or up dog. Meeting in your down dog. Enjoy 3 more deep upside down breaths. Feel those shoulders rolled away from your ears. With your inhale, take your left leg straight up to the ceiling. And then bring it between your hands. Right heel to the center, firm in the foundation, rise up. Square your hips. Reach your arms up, relax your shoulders. And a little trick I like to do is peek down and see your front big toe. If you can see it, then you know your knee's not coming too far forward or back. Knees not loosey-goosey, firm. Engage your core, relax your shoulders. Decide if your palms are together. From here, we're going to open up into Warrior Two. Slide the right foot back. Heel of the front foot aligned with the arch of your back foot. I'll just take a side view. Make sure the knee's on top of ankle. You should feel it in the left hip. And all four corners of your torso align with the long edge of your mat. And make sure your shoulders aren't up by your ears. Relax them down. Look over your left fingers. Remember your past. Don't have that arm hanging back here. Proud, transform 30 warriors. From here into triangle, straighten that left leg without locking it. Glide forward. From here, release the left hand down to the inside of your leg. Take your right arm up toward the ceiling and your gaze with it. And breathe. Open up that shoulder even more. The idea is to stack those shoulders. And we're breathing. Inhale up, Warrior Two. And exhale, cartwheel down, plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale down through Chaturanga. And with your inhale, Cobra up dog. Meeting in your down dog. 5 more deep upside down breaths. Look forward between your hands and step forward into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, reach the arms up, sink into a chair pose. Lock it in. Standing straight, palms to center. Well done. We're going to slowly take a forward fold. So by slowly, I mean inhale is going to be a rest, and exhale will be the travel. Inhale, rest, and exhale, travel. Bend those knees. Inhale, rest, and exhale, travel. Enough so that you can set your palms on the mat and step your feet back into a down dog. Bring your knees to the mat. Bring your big toes to touch and your knees wide. And you're going to take a wide leg child's pose. Forehead to mat. If your forehead won't reach, you can make 2 fists with your hands. Rest your forehead on top. Or you can root your elbows into the mat. And place your chin in the palm of your hands. So again, just be mindful with where you're at today. Slowly make your way back to hands and knees and swing around so that you're lying on your back with your knees tucked in tight to the body. You're going to bring the soles of your feet to the mat, and you're going to take your right ankle, cross it over your left knee, reach behind that left thigh, catch the window created by your legs. And use your right elbow to press this right knee away, drawing this left leg closer toward you. Deep hip opener. It's called a window stretch. Release that left leg, left sole of the foot to the mat. Extend your right leg straight up to the ceiling and catch anywhere between thigh and foot, and drawing this right leg closer toward you. Deep hamstring stretch, release that right leg. Let it float down just for a moment, and bend that right knee. Switching sides, left ankle over the right knee, catch behind the right thigh, and deepen as is available. I recommend, instead of just having your feet loosely there, flex through them, reach through the heels, and keep deepening into that left hip. Remembering to breathe, and you can do this for as long as you want. We just have a shorter time limit here, so we're going through these poses quicker. But as you do this practice, you can pause and take time. Reset the right sole of your foot to the mat. Extend the left leg straight up like you're walking on sunshine, and catch behind that left thigh, between thigh and foot, drawing that left leg toward you. Allow that left leg to come to the mat just for a moment. Beautiful. Bend both knees, bring your arms out in a T, and knees as though you're sitting in a chair, and slowly lower your knees all the way to the right. Let them rest completely on your mat, and then take your gaze left. Close your eyes. Gentle twist. The work happens gently. Bringing your head and knees back to center, and again, you can take that for longer on your own. Left knees go to the left, and gaze goes to the right. Relax. Everywhere should be relaxed. There should be no tension, no gripping. That's going to offer you more work. Let the work happen in the twist gently. And bring your head and knees back to center. One nice tight squeeze of the knees, and we've come to Shavasana pose. So for Shavasana pose, you're going to lay flat on your back. You want to hitch your hips around so you can be here with comfort and ease. You're going to bring your shoulder blades together. Your palms are going to be upturned. Pick up your head, chin, and allow yourself to just rest here comfortably. Close your eyes. And bring your awareness to the space between your eyebrows, the seat of your intuition. On every inhale, awareness expands. And on every exhale, relaxation deepens. Become aware of your toes, your feet, and your ankles, requesting that they release, relax, and soften. Allow your breath to move relaxation into your calves and your shins. Knees softening. Relaxation and breath moves up through your thighs. Release and relax. Swirls into your hips and your pelvis, all releasing, relaxing, and softening. Breath moves into your lower back, releasing, your upper back softening. Allow fingers, hands, arms, and shoulders to become heavier on your mat. Relaxation moving up through the belly, releasing and relaxing. Moving up through your chest. Feel it softening and relaxing. This is the seat of your heart center. Allow relaxation to sweep up through your neck, releasing any stressors you hold here. And finally washing up over your scalp with your hair loosening its grip. Relaxation washes over your face with your eyes sinking deeper in their sockets. And finally allow your mind to relax. On every inhale, awareness expands, and on every exhale, relaxation deepens. Please feel free to stay here long after this recording is done. Typically in yoga, we will take this Shavasana pose, this great surrender, for 10 minutes. But for today's video, we're going to begin to come back to our bodies, wiggling our fingers and toes, rocking the head side to side, and extend the arms overhead for a full body stretch. Hug the knees in toward the chest, rocking slightly side to side. Lower onto one side, resting there. And then use that top hand to bring you up into a seated position. So just know you can take that relaxation for longer, but that practice of relaxing every part of your body, head to toe, is really important, especially if you have a strong physical practice and you're working on your Transform 30 this month. So thank you so much for sharing yoga with me. Namaste.